is MochaGen98, and usually I do videos regarding gaming and the deep web and explorations and stuff like that for educational purposes. But today is a much more serious video, um, and it's a lot more personal, and I've actually debated a lot whether I would do this. However, with that said, I've been watching a lot of videos that's helped me through, and I figured I'd pay it forward. And if this could help one person, then I guess it would be worth it. But before I get started, I would like that you would please like and subscribe to my channel. Like I said, usually it is regarding the deep web. If you're interested in that, I do try to keep up on that, though I have taken a break for the reason of this video. I will return to it as soon as I'm healed enough to. And video games, which I haven't done in quite a while. It's mainly the deep web. I probably will do updates on my progress of my journey that I'm getting to, but like and subscribe and enjoy the video. Okay, first things first. What am I talking about? I am talking about the gastric bypass. I am having it in 2 days. If you don't count tonight, it's like one day. A brief history about myself. Yes, I am overweight, but that's actually not why I'm having it. I have something called Barrett's esophagus, which is a precursor to esophageal cancer, which my grandfather passed away from about 5 years ago. In addition to that, I also have something called gastroparesis, which is a paralyzed stomach, and I have something called POTS, which stands for postural orthostatic tachycardia syndrome, which is basically a form of dysautonomia. I have other dysautonomias too, but that's not what this video is about, although I am all about awareness. So basically, I came down to California to see my gastroenterologist to check on my gastroparesis. That light is getting on my nerves. Okay, anyway, it's still there. Hopefully that's better. And I was just expecting to reestablish care. I hadn't had care for a while because I was working for Social Security or waiting for Social Security. And because I've had Barrett's, my doctor basically said, you're going to have a gastric bypass. And that's when this whole journey and yeah, that's when it started. So that was about 4 months ago. I postponed the surgery because my sister, who's adopted, was getting married. And I also was doing school and stuff like that. And now the surgery is on the 15th. Today's October 13th, 2019. So in the midst of all this, I have been like doing my research, reading, trying to figure out what's going on. And there's been a lot of YouTube videos that has helped me understand this whole surgery a lot better. This is the Roux-en-Y surgery, by the way. It's not the sleeve. So I'm going to answer some questions and tell people what to expect, or at least what I have expected and what my doctors have told me so far in this journey. I don't know if I'm going to post again. It depends if I even get any views on this. Once again, this is something that is really personal to me that I really have not talked to my friends about. There's a select few who know, but it's not something that I've announced. They all know that I'm going through something, but they don't know what it is. So that's what I'm going to start out with. If this helps you, please let me know, because I am really throwing my personal stuff out there and I'm not really comfortable doing it. But then I decided to do it for the simple fact that there's a lot of people who are doing videos like this. It's helping people who are going through the same thing, and it's really helped me. And I appreciate them because it's answered a lot of my questions and helped with the anxiety that goes along with it. And being I already have a YouTube channel, I figured why not? I mean, so I guess here we go. So first thing I'm going to talk about is the pre-surgery diet. It sucks. That's all I'm going to say. It's horrible. prior to this pre-surgery diet, actually up to a few days ago, my hair was down to my butt. So I actually chopped off my hair because I had read and seen on YouTube that after the surgery, there is a possibility that you will lose your hair. Well, my hair's thick and fine and it knots easy, and I just didn't want to deal with it in the hospital. So I chopped it off. So I'm trying to get used to this. I don't even know if I like it yet, honestly. Um, but I figured, hey, I'm going to lose a ton of weight, which is a good thing. I'm not complaining, but my whole body's going to change. So I might as well kind of do a makeover while I'm going through this, I guess. I don't know. Plus, I really didn't want to mess with the hair. But back to the diet. So my diet is pure liquids and veggies. So if you notice these dark circles around my eyes, it's because this stuff is making me really, really weak. I've had a horrible time with it. So I've been drinking Premier protein shakes, chocolate and cookies and cream. The chocolate's better than cookies and cream if you have to do this. And my doctor told me, everybody's doctor's different, to drink at least 4 of them a day. I'm only getting 3 of them down because I'm not a huge fan of it. But the protein is very important. It's supposed to keep your energy up, which I'm still lacking quite a bit of. Um, and then 3 days into the diet, I was on liquids first. It was just nothing but liquids. I misunderstood my nutritionist. And then 3 days into the diet, I couldn't take anymore. I was like, oh my gosh, I'm going to starve to death. Now, I don't usually get hungry till about 5 o'clock anyway, but I was just starving. I mean, it hurt. So I wrote my nutritionist, and she said, no, you can have veggies too. So I've been eating vegetable soup a lot, and it's been my saving grace because it at least fills me up enough where I'm just hungry and I'm not starving. So that's a good thing, but you have to be careful with your vegetables. They can't be starchy, and you have to get rid of sugars. And I had to give up my mochas, which, as you can tell by my name, mochas have been a big part of my life for a very long time. But I've gone to black coffee, and that seems to be doing okay. So I've gone through the 2 weeks pre-op. I've gone to a nutritionist, and in 2 days I'm having the surgery. And basically, I'm being told that in most cases you're only in there for a few days and you're out. However, with my ailments, it may be different. We don't know. Everybody's different how they're going to react. The other thing I want to talk to you guys about is the head games. And let me tell you, there are lots of head games involved with this. So, for me, this was a choice, but it really wasn't a choice. My gastroenterologist told me that in order to avoid my Barrett's possibly turning into cancer, esophageal cancer, which my grandfather passed from, I need to have this gastric bypass. And the reason for the gastric bypass instead of the regular surgery is because I have gastroparesis, the swelling of the digestive system, and I'm also overweight. So, additionally, because of that, they wouldn't do just the band because the band actually causes more heartburn, which I already have a problem with. So they're having to do the Roux Y or whatever it's called. So it wasn't really an elective surgery for me like it is for most people. Sure, I want to lose weight, but this isn't really how I wanted to lose weight. Um, but I've had so many mind games with this. It's been an emotional roller coaster since day one. One day I'm okay with it, the next day I'm doubting it. I'm doubting if I could do this because, my eating habits are bad and there's foods like steak that I love. Um, and I love my chocolate, I love my ice cream, and I'm going to have to give a lot of it up. And, at the end of the day, I don't want to die young. I mean, I'm 40, so I guess I'm not exactly young, but, I want to live the rest of my life. I don't want to die of cancer. I watched my grandfather pass from it, so I'm doing it because of that reason. But then you go from depression to anger to anxiety, and I have a high anxiety problem anyway. So, managing the anxiety, it's taken me and my therapist and just grounding techniques and whatever I could do just to keep my head on straight. A good support system is extremely important to have a good support system. My family's been great. The few friends who know about it, they've been great. Uh, but expect the hit games. Know you'll get through it. And when I say hit games, I'm saying hit games with yourself because you start questioning everything. Like, should I really do this? Can I handle it? Am I going to be able to um, get through the surgery? I mean, I even questioned if I would survive the surgery. There's lots of stuff that went through my head, and honestly, it's still going through my head, and I'm extremely anxious right now. You can't see it, but my knee is going 100 miles an hour. But, just it's going to be okay, and I have to keep telling myself it's going to be okay. My doctors know what's best. Uh, and then I've had friends try to talk me out of it, which has been quite frustrating. Instead of just being supportive, I've already made my decision. I'm not asking for advice when I was venting. I just needed to vent and get it out. Um, so that was a little frustrating. But for the most part, people were supportive. The other thing that I found frustrating with my surgery specifically, because it's not to lose weight, it's for medical reasons, is because I'm fat, everybody looks at me and automatically assumes it's to lose weight. And it's like, no, it's not because I'm fat. And I said, hey, I want to do the surgery and lose weight. No, it's because there's a potential that I could get cancer and like possibly die. And I already have a ton of other medical problems. So that was also frustrating. But then it turned into a weight loss thing for me, even though I know it's medical, because people kept telling me, oh, you're going to lose so much weight, you're going to look great, and all this other stuff. And then I forgot the reason why I was having it, and I was focused on the weight and the diet change and what if I fail? And it's not even about that. It's about me surviving so I can live into like being an old lady. So be ready for your heads to play with your head to play with you. Um, you're gonna have mind games. It's gonna happen. And I've watched other YouTubers and they say the same thing. It plays with your head bad, and I haven't even had the surgery, and supposedly it gets worse after the surgery. Um, so it's going to be a tough road, and I know that I can accomplish it. I've been through a lot more, but I'm not gonna lie, I'm scared. I'm very scared, and that's why I'm doing this video. So in hopes that there's somebody out there feeling alone, that they know you're not alone. I'm going through this right now, and I'm here to tell you I'm scared out of my mind. I mean, like it, it's it's not something I really want to do. And I've thought about packing up and going back to where I live several times. Um, but at the end of the day, I need to take care of myself. You need to take care of you. And, our doctors are trained in this area. So just wanted to give you that bit of advice because I'm sure there's somebody else going through the same thing I'm going through right now, but doesn't have the support system I have. So I guess I'm going to conclude this video. I don't know what else to cover. I've tried to be as genuine as possible. Usually I'm acting happy and spunky, but it's not really a happy time for me. Not to be a downer. I mean, it's a good thing, but I'm just stressed and nervous. But if you guys want to see more videos like after the surgery, let me know. Post below. If I don't get any posts below, I'm basically not going to do it again because this is really hard for me to do. I'm a very private person. I'm basically doing it to help other people. So if this helps you out, let me know it helped you. Let me know if you would like to know, like if you'd like to see a follow-up video or whatnot. And I will post a follow-up if I get requests to. Otherwise, this will be the last video regarding that. And I'll go back to my regular deep and dark web chronicle videos. So, and as far as those go, those probably won't be up for another 2 months because I am not home. I had to travel for my surgery, and out of respect for my family, I'm not going on the deep web while I'm here, um, because it freaks them out, and I don't want to put them in danger. Not that it's really dangerous, but it's a respect thing. So I'll get back to that when I get back to where I live. Um, so if you like this video, please like it, subscribe. Dislike if you dislike it. I'm out.